Now, as those cards are being passed out, now that I'm senior rabbi, I get to start new traditions. So I'm starting a new tradition today. I've created what I'm going to be calling the Isaiah Award. Now, Isaiah was the prophet that we just read from on the Haftarah that reminds us, of course, of the importance of helping those in need. So this year, I wanted to start the new Isaiah Award to recognize someone in our community who's gone above and beyond to make a positive difference in our world. And for the first year, it was a very, very easy choice, choosing someone in the Beth Yeshurun family who's gone above and beyond. It's a woman I've known since she was 10 years old, our friend, Mandy Stein. And I want to welcome Mandy to the pulpit and her beautiful son, Baraka, to the pulpit as well. Now, I remember, and some of you may remember as well, even as a young child in our Beth Yeshurun Day School, Mandy was always looking out for others. If someone was sitting alone, she would immediately go to that person, make them feel included, bring them comfort in only a way that Mandy Stein could. Her love for other people continued in high school when she attended Emory, and in college at the University of Texas at Austin. She continued to look for ways to make a positive difference for others in need, seeing everyone as an equal, loving other people no matter who they were. While at Texas, taking the values of our religious tradition and the lessons her grandparents and her parents, Ronnie and Julie, emphasized, she knew she had to do more. So did all of us who knew her. In the summer of 2011, Mandy went to Tanzania on a 5-week volunteer trip where she taught at a nursery school and volunteered to help orphans. Inspired by her work and drive to do more, she moved to Tanzania shortly after graduating with her bachelor's degree in social work in May of 2013. Mandy has lived on the ground full-time in Tanzania for the past 5 years. She founded NEMA International, which oversees countless projects which support over 200 orphaned and vulnerable children. Her organization also supplies jobs to over 40 Tanzanian men and women. But it doesn't stop there. NEMA International is in the process of building a new school to help even more children get the education they deserve. Mandy's long-term goal is to help develop a sustainable and scalable curriculum that can one day be introduced to the government there and implemented into public government schools in the region and eventually across the country, so that all Tanzanian children can have equal access to free, quality education. To help her in her work, Mandy has just recently returned to the United States to complete her master's degree in early childhood education and child development and international education development at the Harvard Graduate School of Education. If that's not impressive enough, Mandy was also selected to receive a merit-based Leadership in Education Scholarship Award from Harvard. Mandy plans to move back to Tanzania indefinitely upon completion of her master's degree next June. Mandy, I also love that you've ensured that your extraordinary work continues to have a Houston connection by securing sponsorship from the Greater Houston Community Foundation, as well as support from your fellow Emory-Wiener community. Throughout last school year, the Emory-Wiener community collected textbooks, iPhones, iPads, cash donations, youth undergarments, calculators, and other school supplies for your children. In this past summer, a group of 6 students and a teacher from the Emory-Wiener School traveled to Tanzania to volunteer with you, Mandy. The Estonians personally delivered the donations they helped collect. And the teens also taught local elementary-age students, tutored older students, and even helped with the construction of the new school. When you leave this afternoon, you'll see a table in our Bender Levy lobby where you can pick up tzedakah boxes made by Emory students to take home, collect money, and then give back to Mandy's organization. Mandy, I love that you're now showing others in our community that we as Jews can make a difference anywhere. I have to add one more blessing, your beautiful 4-year-old son, Baraka, who you've raised since 2014 when he was only 10 months old, and you legally got to adopt him last year. Now to thank you and to give you the first time award, and it sounds like he has experience in front of a synagogue. And to thank you, Mandy, from the rabbi's discretionary funds, we've given you a $1,000 donation to your organization and this tzedakah box to represent what you've done. The Isaiah Award presented to Mandy Stein, Congregation Beth Yeshurun, Yom Kippur 2018. Thank you, Mandy, for all that you do. Raka, thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you.
Louder.
Thank you.
And that's for you. It's the least I'm going to do. Have a safe trip back to Alaska.